You can sit here and come up with any adjective to describe your feelings, but
there was something in here. There was nothing on that in the octagon. They gave me with nothing in it. I guess there was something in this. That's something. Ron said it was good. Whose backwash was this?
Could have been Volante.
Please don't tell me someone's different. That happened to me at a party once, and if I smelled it, my throat.
Aside from the surprise of the monster, what's the feeling for you after this fight?
Indescribable, man. It just made me think, because I was just asked a question on the way over here, what it was like to get W in Nassau Coliseum. Obviously, she was saying that you came here as an Islander fan when you were a little kid, and I used to wait outside for the athletes, the Islanders, the autographs. And my whole life, my godmother, one of my mom's best friends, had got me a gift where it was fabricated, it was fake, but it had the whole Nassau Coliseum with the crowd going crazy. And on the Jumbotron it says, "The Islanders welcome Chris Weidman." It was fake, but it was in my room since I was a little kid. And obviously, to be here tonight, I think my name was probably on the Jumbotron a couple times. This is a surreal feeling, a moment I could have never imagined. So this is an indescribable moment. This feels like I won a championship. Coming off of some losses, I had to bite my lip, bite my tongue. I didn't want my words doing the talking. I wanted to come out here and prove myself, do what all my coaches believed I could do, and to come out here and do it is what I needed to do.
During the fight, you had almost 12,000 people screaming, "Let's go Weidman."
Did I?
During the fight, do you hear that? I mean, obviously you're focused on something else, but...
I think the experience of fighting in New York now a couple times really helped me. Other fights, I really wanted to take in the moment and enjoy it as I was doing my walkout and suck the energy from the crowd. This time I was like, as much as I love my Long Islanders, I gotta walk to the octagon, I gotta do my job, and then afterwards I'm gonna pour my heart out to you guys because I love them so much. But on my way out there, I wasn't slapping hands. I was focused. I was gonna stay relaxed and composed, and afterwards I was gonna be celebrating, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that was probably the most excited I think any of us has really ever seen you after a fight, even after you won the title. I mean, you were probably...
I did it in Nassau Coliseum. I grew up 5 minutes down the road. I passed this stadium every single day of my life. My gym is 2 minutes down the road. I went to Hofstra University. I went to Nassau Community College. I literally saw kids I went to elementary school with on the way to the octagon, and I freaking gave them all my heart on the way out. It was incredible. One of the kids, this Randy Santana, I gotta give him a shout out. He was a freaking stud street dude from Baldwin, and we were forced to fight multiple times when we were young kids. And out of nowhere, I haven't seen him in years, all of a sudden, he was the first dude to give me a headache from fighting. We pounded each other out, and I'm like, man, this sucks. This was like when I was in 5th and 6th grade. And all of a sudden, as I'm walking out, I see him going nuts for me. I'm like, oh, get over here, man. It was amazing.
Chris, how dangerous was it in the first round? He thinks that if he had 30 more seconds, he would have finished you.
No, I'm pretty sure I got right back up. He hit me with a shot. My legs gave out for a second, but I was composed. I was not being finished here tonight. That was not going to happen. That wasn't in the cards. I was ready to get punched in the face all night long. I was ready to get knocked off my feet. I was prepared for it all. In between rounds, I was completely fine. I focused on my breathing. I felt just as good as I felt in the beginning of the first round as I did going into the second. Obviously Kelvin is a tough dude, and he has a lot of belief in himself, but tonight wasn't going to be the night.
He said also tonight that he wants to go down to 170, that he felt the size difference. Did you feel that you were that much bigger and stronger than him when you were in there?
I feel like I'm stronger than a lot of these guys. The thing with him is he's very good. He fought Tim Kennedy, one of the best grappling guys that's been in this sport, a guy who completely crushed Michael Bisping with grappling. And Kelvin went out there and completely destroyed Tim Kennedy because he stays relaxed. You could take him down, you could be bigger and stronger than him, but he's going to keep coming back up. And he's going to stay relaxed, and then all of a sudden he's going to be back in the southpaw stance, walking forward, trying to hunt for your head. And so at no point was I saying to myself, this kid's a bum, this kid's weak, and I'm so much stronger than him, and this is a fight I'm going to run through. I was prepared for the worst. That's a tough dude. He's a problem at 185. He's a real problem at 172.
And I mean, this script is something else to break this streak here of all places, when you were dreaming of getting back on track and breaking the streak and winning, did it, in your mind, feel as good as it's feeling now, or is this even better?
Man, God had a plan for me. You know, people forget. They see these 3 losses. People forget. I was 9-0. I was fighting Anderson Silva. I was fighting the best guys this sport has ever seen, one after the other, with no experience. I hit adversity when I was on the top of the world. Most people hit adversity when they're just in the beginning, they're just getting started. I hit it when everybody was watching. Everybody had comments and everybody was doubting me. It was a tough situation to be in. The only people that believed in me, I think, is Long Island, and my family and my coaches. And that gave me the confidence to know that I'm the best in the world. And those are the fights, those were learning experience, and it was part of God's plan for me. Every single one of those fights was a fight that I felt like I lost on my own. And I think I came out here and did a great job and proved it tonight.
Chris, you fought at the Garden. How different was it fighting here tonight?
Well, for a Long Island boy, this is the Garden. This is the historic place. This is the place that you want to perform. But it's complete. That Madison Square Garden, it was the first card ever in New York. That was a dream come true. That was one of those moments where I wanted to suck in all the energy, and I wanted to make that walk and really enjoy it, because I knew it was one of those moments you'll never get back. And that night ended up terrible for me. You know, it was like a failure. I let all my New Yorkers down. And then after that last debacle, that last fight, I had to sit back and listen to people doubt me, and wait my turn to get back out here and show everybody what I'm made out of. Man, I love my wife. I love my wife. Oh, this is a tough sport, guys. This is a tough sport. You gotta have thick skin. The family has to have thick skin. Your coaches have to have thick skin. You drag your family through mud in this sport with the things that they have to hear. It feels good to get back where I deserve.
And just now, what do you want? Do you want Bisping next?
I want what the people want. You know, I know I'm the best in the world. Bisping has been running. He did a great job. He got the belt when I gave him the opportunity to get the belt. Before that, he never had an opportunity to fight for the belt. I gave him that shot. And then since then, he hasn't fought anybody that was a #1 contender. He's been running. He's got injuries. I don't know what he's doing. I'm the champ. I'm the best guy in the world. And I think people know that. And if Bisping grows some balls, that fight will happen. I know Whitaker just did a great job with the interim belt, but I think he's hurt. He's got knee surgery. I'm available. I'm ready to go. We'll see what happens.
Hey Chris, you obviously got tagged at the end of the first and recovered for the arm triangle win. What were your coaches saying to you at the end of the first round?
Longo, Matt, I mean, they asked me how I'm doing. I said, I'm fine, I'm good. Breathe, I really felt amazing. Cardio, I felt like I kept my composure. I didn't rush anything. Even when I got hit, I was prepared for this. I was prepared to hit some adversity in this fight. He's a tough dude. He finished a lot of great guys. He doesn't give up. He's not scared to get hit. He comes forward. He makes up distance really well. We knew on the ground he was going to be scrappy. He wasn't going to give me anything. He was going to keep working to get back up, and I was going to have to take my time. I was going to have to hit adversity in that fight before I finally was able to latch onto something. And Longo told me in the beginning, before we walked out, you're prepared for 25 minutes, but you're getting a finish tonight. You're not going out there trying to get the finish every second. It's going to happen. You just go out there like you spar, you stay relaxed, you walk forward, don't give him an inch, and you will finish him, but you're prepared for 25 minutes.
Was that the happiest you've seen Papa Weidman?
That was oh gosh. I was actually going to say he didn't embarrass me actually tonight. That was it was nice. I was an embarrassed son until right now, but he just lost it. There, Dad.
And Romero just fought 2 weeks ago. Jack Ray is available. Is there anybody you want in the middleweight division?
I'm ready to go. So whoever they decide, whoever the people want to see me fight, I'm in.
Chris, congratulations on the win. You compared it earlier to some of your title wins. Where would you rank it compared to your most satisfying wins of your career? Do you think this might be number one, or the Silva fight, the Crawford fight?
Man, he coming back from, like I said, I was undefeated forever. Winning that belt was like a dream come true, to beat Anderson Silva, to have all those doubters and be able to prove them wrong. And that was something I think that can't be beat. But when you're coming off of some losses and you got all these people, and you're in the limelight, and you got all these people hating on you and saying you're done, it's a tough spot to be. So to go out here and do it in front of my home crowd, this night is very, 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 very special and important in my career.
And you just alluded to it right now, proving the doubters wrong. It was sort of an interesting contrast to me. Like, you're getting so much love in the arena, but a lot of the things you talked about is a lot of the doubt. Is that something that you think has always motivated you to some degree, or has that been the last few years in specific after those losses that it sort of really aided you, the fact that people are doubting you?
No, it's always been something I dealt with. Like I said, I was an inexperienced kid coming up, saying I was going to beat Anderson Silva, saying I was going to finish him, and people were literally laughing at me, and that fueled the fire inside me. That was like no other. And this was another one tonight. The fuel was getting poured onto the fire, and I was ready to just prove these dudes wrong.
Hey Chris, congratulations on the win. When Kelvin did take you down, knock you down that first round, were there flashbacks from your prior fights, the Masasi controversy and the Romero knockout? Did that come into play at all? Did you even think about that? I mean, I know you said you weren't going to lose tonight, but
no, I was in a good frame of mind today. I was prepared for things, some things to go wrong. He's a tough dude. I knew the mistake I made right away. I stayed right in front of him, and he came down the middle. And when you're going against a southpaw, it's a tricky game, and he won that moment. But I was prepared for it. I bounced right back. It was fine.
He was setting up that left hand though pretty nicely. I know that there was a couple times in that second and third round as well that he was trying to. He led with the right a couple times, which led to the left. Did you notice that too? Is that something that you saw?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a typical, I think, southpaw thing, or when you're fighting against somebody in the opposite stance, you kind of bait him with that. If I'm trying to do it to him, you bait him with the left hook, and you try to crack him with the right. He was doing it on the opposite way. He was trying to get me to circle to his left hand. So I felt it. I felt what he was trying to do there.
Were you surprised that he was able to even hit you because of the reach difference?
Obviously, my goal was not to get hit not to get hit at all. But I was prepared to. He's a type of guy who fought all these great guys. I mean, and he gets to them. He makes up that distance. So I was prepared. That kid's he has a lot of potential.
And then final question for me. Rockhold was front row. Did it matter to you to actually win a fight in front of him? Who kind of started you on this losing streak?
No, I didn't even see him. Didn't know he was here until you just said it. I wish him the best of luck. All my losses, I put behind me. If I get it back, I get it back. If not, that's fine.
Thanks.
Just curious, Chris, what do you think it will be like tomorrow when you tell your kids what happened here tonight?
Oh, I love you, Ariel. That's why you're number one. You and LaMonica, my number ones. But
it can only be one, we think.
No, you guys. It's polygamy over here.
It's LaMonica!
LaMonica! He's a true New Yorker. You're Canada, bro. You go back and forth too. Are you Canadian or you're a New Yorker? Which one is it? Yeah, New York Knicks or the Montreal Canucks? But that's going to be an awesome moment. I can't wait. I really can't wait to be able to tell my kids that I won. I'm very excited about that.
I was trying to get you.
I'm tearing up a little bit, but I'm done talking.
Chris, we know that November 4th, the UFC is returning back to the Garden. Is that a date that you're going to be interested in to try to get redemption at MSG?
That doesn't make sense. Maybe we'll have another event here at Nassau Coliseum in the next month or two. I'll set it up. I'll make that happen. Coliseum, this is fun. But yeah, Madison Square Garden, that would be pretty damn awesome. Is that it, guys?
Weidman.